Good morning. We're talking about chronic pain, chronic illness, catastrophic diagnosis. Maybe you just had a heart attack. Maybe, God forbid, you were just told you need a new heart. You need a new kidney. That is big, that is heavy, that is so scary. Maybe you were just told you have cancer or you have a tumor. They don't know if it's malignant or benign. And I can tell you from experience, that's a terrifying moment when they say, well, you have a tumor or you have a mass. We need to do a biopsy to find out what we're dealing with. From that moment until you get that path report, you're terrified because you don't know. It's okay to feel whatever you feel. It's okay to be scared, anxious, apprehensive, maybe a little angry. Don't take it out on people around you, because what you have just been told affects those that love you. That's going to affect your spouse. That's going to affect your children, your parents, everybody that loves you. They have that diagnosis too now. They're helping you carry that burden. So let's carry it together constructively. If you want to pray, pray. If you want to call me and vent and talk and scream and yell, you know where I am. And I am right here for you every step of the way. But remember, you are you. The diagnosis is the diagnosis. You can have the bear or the bear can have you. You can have cancer or cancer can have you. Let's go into this, whatever it is. If you just had a heart attack last night and you're seeing this, you can have a heart attack or a heart attack can have you. Let's go into this situation, not as a victim, but as a survivor. As soon as you're told, let's put on those boxing gloves and we're going to fight this every step of the way. We got this. Don't give in to the victim mentality. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to hurt and cry. It's so scary. It is so scary. And that's fine. But we're going to fight it and we're going to win. Or we're going to put up one hell of a fight on the way, because you are not your diagnosis. People that are on chemo, my dearest friend in the world, Gary, has multiple myeloma. He had stem cell transplant. He's been on chemo. He was diagnosed 11 years ago. The entire time, other than when he had stem cell transplant, he was a professor and taught every day. He didn't let it stop him. When I was on chemo for breast cancer, I worked every day and was on chemo. For me, it was I have to. I had to have that insurance. I had to have money coming in to support myself. But I wasn't going to let the cancer win. I was not going to give in. I had my moments. Oh, trust me. But I was not going to give in. So we have to fight this. Don't fight the doctors. Don't fight the nurses. We're going to fight as a team, whatever the issue is. For those dealing with mental health disorders, with PTSD, autism, ADD, ADHD, whatever it may be, we can get this. We can get through this. It can and will happen. You have to understand this is a part of you. Okay, if you have an addiction or a dependency, okay, you are an addict, you are an alcoholic, whatever it may be, that's fine. But we're going to work through that, because that's not all that you are. Don't allow your diagnosis to limit you. That is just a facet of you. So we're going to go on. Okay, we're going to overcome that. You may have setbacks. You're human. It's okay. Honey, the only time you fail is when you fail to try again. So we always try again. Always. Every day. No matter what. We pick ourselves up, rub a little dirt on those bruises, and we take a step forward and we try again. And I am right here for you. Absolutely every step of the way. So it doesn't matter what issues you're fighting. We're going to get through it. Feel what you're feeling. It's okay. You get that diagnosis. You have bad days. Sit with it. Sit with those feelings Sit and cry. Lord knows I do. I have some really bad days. When I lose a patient, it breaks my heart, especially if it's a child. That's very, very traumatic for me. So I sit and I cry. That's okay. I feel what I feel. And then I let it go. I understand why I feel that way, because it's a loss of a child. And I feel bad for the parents. Maybe it's just one of those frustrating days that nothing goes right. We all have those, and you just need a good cry. That's fine. Understand that. Understand that you're scared and you're crying. Maybe your feelings are hurt. If you have an eating disorder and somebody's told you you have to lose 100 pounds. I know some really great bariatric surgeons, if that's the case, that, trust me, Amanda Fisher, who's in the DC area, is phenomenal, and I highly recommend her. She's amazing. So don't let it hurt your feelings, because sometimes they're trying to get through to you how serious it is. If you just had a heart attack and for the last 30 years you've lived on bacon and pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy and chicken fried steak and all the good stuff, well, it just bit you in the butt. Okay. And the doctors can be very harsh when they talk. We all know that. They're doing it for your own good. They really are. Some of them have absolutely no tact or bedside manner, but they're wanting you to realize you have to make changes in your diet to continue to live a healthy life. You've just been given a new lease on life. Let's not screw it up, okay? So don't let their remarks tear you up too much. It's okay to cry. Have your feelings hurt. Don't get violent. If you get mad at anybody, get mad at yourself for packing away that bacon and the pork chops and the chicken fried steak. Let's be realistic. They didn't put that in your arteries. You did. So let's be realistic about this. But let's come through this with an attitude that I can have my diagnosis, I am a cancer survivor, or the diagnosis can have me. That's up to you. That is totally up to you. You can have the bear, or the bear can have you. Honey, grab that bear by the short hairs and show it who's boss. And I'll help you every step of the way.